we've all heard of, yes, you have a question, Therese?
I just want to say something about the tuning forks
Go
because
ahead.
because they recalibrate the nervous system through the vagus nerve, they bring us out of that fight, flight, freeze, limbic hijack. And yes, a lot of therapists are recommending them also as a way to both start your day and as the last thing, like the first thing you do when you wake up and the last thing you do before you go to bed, so that you really bring yourself into alignment. So
Wow, that's great. And actually, I usually suggest to people to do it morning and night. Also, my main reason for it is just so that it gets done twice. But actually, you could do it all day long. There's no harm. You can't overdo it. And but honestly, I'm immersed in sound. Like, I mean, I've spent 35 years in vision, and I'm immersed in sound. And John, this fellow John, and I, unfortunately we were going to teach together. He's doing a big workshop in June, which unfortunately is canceled, and we were going to write together, and then we haven't gotten around to that. So hopefully it'll all come together. I'm sure it will. But it's very, very, it's just extraordinary. It's extraordinary, the results. And it's the simplest thing in the world. That's the best part.
Question.
Yes.
Is it just that they're a fifth apart? Like, does it matter what the pitch is, or?
Yeah. There are lots of different types of forks. I don't want to get into it too much, but this particular interval is a perfect fifth. It's C and G, and it's not just any octave C and G. It's a very specific frequency of C,
So if you had different ones, it would have different effects, you think? A different perfect fifth somewhere else on the scale.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed. This is the problems of Zoom, is that somebody wrote something and I started to read it, and then I was listening to you at the same time, and so my periphery is so wide that I was able to read and listen, but it didn't actually work so well. Okay. So tell me what you said again, please.
I'm just saying. So I guess it's probably a little bit of too much to address now, but something that's the same interval but maybe lower or higher is going to have a different effect, you think?
I do think it would. So so the chat that came in, well, why don't we just, if it came in from, what's your name? Whoop. Hi. Whoop. Oh, unmute. Oh, sorry. Okay. It doesn't seem to stay. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Katie. Sorry, that's my business name. So, yeah, I'm super interested in what you've shared with us so far. Thank you. And I just wanted to chime in about sound, if anyone's interested, just to reflect a little bit about what you've talked about with regards to tuning. Yeah.
Yeah. What I want to do, if I may,
yeah,
I don't want to lose everybody. Again, not everybody's interested in it.
Absolutely.
What I would like to do is I would like to go finish this up, and then leave time, and then I'm very interested in hearing what you have to say about that. Is that okay with you?
It's absolutely fine. It was more of a question than a statement, but yeah, we can absolutely pause to the end. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Fine. All right. So because blue light is one of the keys of this talk, and so blue light is, has everyone heard about blue light? We've heard about it. It's commonly talked about in the news. And so the sun, 14% of the sun's rays are blue light. So here's a quiz question for you guys. What percentage of blue light is a cell phone? Ready? 80% of the light that comes off a cell phone is blue light. And blue light is very, it causes the symptoms that we're talking about with Zoom. Part of that is blue light. Part of all of those symptoms is blue light, because blue light comes off the computer and blue light comes off your phone. And when you look at, and so these cool glasses that I'm wearing, besides being blue, have blue light filters in them, a special lens that I wear all the time, not just at the computer, because at my office is in New York City. New York City is blue light city. It's every street light is blue light. Every street light in Kingston is blue light. Every traffic light is blue light. The lights in your house is blue light because they're all LEDs. I changed all my lights. The lights in here are not blue light. They're incandescents. They're actually full spectrum bulbs, which are special bulbs which give off all the entire spectrum. So they're actually sunlight indoors. And, but blue light is highly detrimental to your eyes. Symptoms that you can get are such headaches, fatigue, migraines, and that circadian rhythm thing that I mentioned is caused by blue light. So here's a good little ditty. Do not look at your computer or your cell phone within 2 hours of sleep, of bedtime. Do not look at your computer or cell phone within 2 hours of sleep. How many people look at their computer and cell phone within 2 hours of sleep? Everybody. Everybody. It's the last thing you'll look at before you go to sleep. Okay? Oh, something new might have happened. Better find out, right? Right? That's what we do. That's what we do. But the light that comes off of that is so bright that what happens is that it makes the body mimic daylight, morning. So the body thinks it's morning, even though it's night. And then what happens is it disrupts your sleep. So I had a patient who was a television producer in New York City. And she worked on location all the time, right? And what she did was she used this, ready for this job? She would be in a van that would go on location, right? And she would edit the show, the footage on her phone in the van till midnight each night, because this is what she did. And you know, I forgot what station she on. I mean, she like had multiple shows, was super successful. This is what she did. She couldn't sleep at all. She thought she had sleep apnea. She went to a sleep clinic, could not sleep at all. Because she was at night, she's sitting there on the phone, editing, and editing, you know, editing film couldn't be more stressful. Because you're looking at infinitesimal differences, right? In a film, so you watch the same thing again and again and again. Oh, look, it changes. It's very, 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 very fatiguing. So you hear about blue light glasses because they're all over the place, right? By the way, those of you who are wearing glasses, do you have blue light in them? No, they're just curious. So the thing is that there are a lot of different kinds of blue light glasses. And most of them are coatings, and they're not as good. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't get them. Yeah, and you can get them on Amazon for like $25, or online for prices like that. These are much better than that, because what these are is they're not a coating. The lens itself, it's a proprietary lens that has this blue light technology in it. And my Progressive, which I wear, now has this blue light. And I'll tell you a story. So I bought it. So I have two massively cool pairs of glasses. And what I did is I decided, oh, well, why don't I get this blue light stuff in it? And then I'll see if it's good. Because what if it's not good? You know, I kind of want to sell it to a patient and have it not be good. So what I did was I bought it and I put it in my glasses. I said, you know, I don't really see a difference. You know, I mean, I was honest, you know, I mean, I wore it for, you know, a few weeks. I didn't see a difference. And then I broke the frame. So in these frames, you want to ready to these frames? Recycled vinyl records. What can I tell you? You know, that's what they are. And so what I did is I had to send them back to the guy in California to take care of them, the recycled vinyl records. So I send them away, and then I take my other pair that does not have a blue light filter in it, and I start wearing those. I had instant headaches, and I realized that that the difference was astronomical. I just wasn't aware of it until I tried the clear lenses. It was really, really, really interesting. And anyway, so blue light. The other thing to say about blue light for those of us who have children, and for those of us who have children, our children are on these every minute of every day. I mean, every single second. You know, in my office, to get patients, trying to get kids to read more, because a lot of the work I do is I work with kids and I try to, you know, I do these exercises to help them to read more and stuff. So, and one of the ways that I get them to read more is that I would have parents buy the kid a Kindle, so that way the kid would believe that he was reading on something electronic as a window in to get him to actually read.
Gary, can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
So if you have glasses, can you adapt them? Or do you have to get all new glasses? Because I just wear readers.
You'd have to get something new.
Okay.
You do, because one of the things, when you put a coating on an already made lens,
Yes.
every imperfection of the lens gets highlighted. So
okay.
even though it seems like a nothing, it ends up becoming something because you notice it.
Okay, good to know. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So here's the other blue light piece. Okay, I'm gonna remute you, as Therese has taught me. I feel very sophisticated that I learned how to do this.
I already muted myself.
Okay, all right, do it again. It's out of my league. I don't know what's going on. Okay, but anyway, what I found with this is the danger part of blue light, and that is that they've done these studies and it's showing that that this generation will get macular degeneration, which is horrific, at younger ages because of because blue light causes macular degeneration. It causes the retina to degenerate over time, over a lot of time, and that they're going to get it at a younger age. So that's just something else for you to worry about, like you didn't have anything to worry about up until now. So, okay, so I want to talk about a couple of other things. And don't be offended, anyone, when I say this, but women who have gone through menopause will get dry. I think 80% of women who go through menopause will get dry eye.